be enough to, isolate Domeng during clashes, make him go out of his Zaman Force, even play out of the box of you as real-world manipulation. So right now, they're just lacking a potential roamer that Renjay has.
They can go heal man here, actually, if they want to. Is it?
Rafaela? No?
Ruby. Okay. So the Ruby for the Kurt and for the Arlott and the Cho. However, giving the ultimate of the Ruby to the Valentina is quite concerning.
It's not the most prolific hero for Renjay, but you know what? I'm not gonna knock it. We've been given surprises yesterday. We've been given surprises on day 3, even all the way to day 1.
This is his 18th unique hero. Renjay hasn't played Ruby at all this season. This is his first Ruby game, surprisingly enough.
We'll have to find out if that does work out. What are you thinking?
I mean, based on yesterday, the index draft doesn't tell the whole story. It's been broken by Arora despite Falcon's AB Brent's draft. So let's see what's gonna happen.
Over and over again, time will tell who gets game 1. The momentum is crucial. Leo and Naisu are in the field.
Things are about to get elemental as deafening thunder and blinding lights usher in a new age of Filipino MLBB. Welcome to Game 1.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
Let's go.
Joseph, how you reckon that draft go?
Oh, man, you know what? There's a lot of, I guess, now that we've been 4 days through the playoffs, this is looking familiar, right, for a lot of the cases here, and I love how the panel kind of broke things down because there's a lot of contingencies with both the lineups and how they play out the early game, I would say. But I think a big part of this, too, again, is how Brusco utilizes the Cho here early on.
The Bruiser, as he's dubbed, unable to be killed, yet still just running through opponents' formations. I'm surprised that Renjay has 17 heroes now.
17?
I did not expect for him to not have played the Ruby.
Man, I remember when he had, in the regular season, he had like, what, 11, I think he had?
Then
and everybody
14.
was like, yeah, and everyone's like, whoa, talk about a hero pool. And right now, yeah, he brings out the Ruby in the roam here. So this could actually play a really good role in playing around the real-world manipulation of UA.
Something else to note, while the action is rather mum in the land of Dawn, check out Super Prince's talent. That is indeed
Brave
a
Smite.
Brave Smite on a Valentina, which again, all throughout the regular season, you all know the story. Valentina, eat it Valentina. I think this is just him telegraphing that, hey, I'm gonna steal some ults and turn into different heroes that might need me to use the Brave Smite.
I could see that working. This, I don't know, have we actually seen this ever? Like before? Like, is this a new thing?
It's pretty new to me.
I was going to say it's new to me. But yeah, it makes sense too because it might be enough to extend the fight. Renjay taking quite a few hits here. Has to flicker out. They're going to jump in. Edward goes in with a flicker himself, and now the breakout of the fight. Edward in trouble as King Kong gets the first blood. Still looking for more as well in the mid lane. Kurt goes down, but there's the clap back from UA. But here's Super Prince. Does UA get away? There's the flicker in. Not able to cap it out because of the shield through.
That is disrespect. Did you see how Super Prince got his real-world manipulation before you did?
Yeah.
And all throughout, the Beast just coming in, getting the job done, taking the turtle for Fanatic onic. I'm still not over it. I'm like, wait, why isn't you? Oh, it's because he's still at level 3.
Still at level 3. And that's, honestly, any time there's a Valentina, that's always the, I guess it's the way of like showing the flex in a way because usually you get that level 4 early on.
Uh-oh.
Brusco's going to go ahead and go with a defensive kick, but oh no!
What? Wait,
Flickers out,
no,
but he might be able to escape. Does he actually pull
way.
this off even after
way.
the blunder? He still survives, Leo.
The Bruiser walks. The Bruiser walks. 9 out of 10 times you fail a flicker like that,
You're done.
you're done.
Not today for the Bruiser.
You put your phone down.
Yeah, man. Good thing he didn't that time, but good that he gets out with his life. So things are still pretty calm and even here. Again, equal across the board, really.
3 minutes in, macro-wise, Arora keeping up with Fnatic Onyx aggression. It's costing the Sonics, though. Given how deep in Brusco is going with very little returns as far as anything on the map is concerned, just 500 gold is what Fnatic Onyx claim from that, especially since they did score the first turtle. Let's talk about this gold lane matchup. Lunox versus Harith, the gold standard versus the next standard. At what point do you think the Harith is going to be, you know what, I don't care.
I don't care. Just fight you.
You jump in. Because look, Kelra is on a flicker. So he's the more aggressive one.
Yeah.
When is Domeng going to say, no, you can't do this to me, Kelra?
You know what? I think after what we've seen Domeng do throughout the playoffs, he's almost willing to go toe-to-toe with Kelra.
Immediately.
Yeah, flicker or not, or lead or not, or wherever he's at, I think Domeng has really gained a form of like confidence, if you will, throughout the playoffs. And he's just got so much better over the season. There's a toss-up through, real-world manipulation, and Kirk out of the picture so quickly. Turtle still for the taken here, started up by Arora, and with member down, looks like FNOP's just going to call it off.
Oh, actually, FNOP is going to call for Grand Theft Purple as King Kong takes away DK's purple buff. And now Brusco gets the kick.
Whoa. Brusco kicks again. He's been struggling. You know, this is the thing. He does survive most of the time, but now look at the top side. Kelro might be in trouble here. Dropping down, pulled on through. Still going to be surviving, though. UA doesn't have the real-world manipulation. So that looks like all they get here.
Well, I'll be damned, Joseph. You were right. As early as it takes, the next standard, Domeng, Jan Del Mundo, going into his first Grand Finals and his first World Championship later on this year, is ready to step toe-to-toe with Kelra.
Man, between those two gold laners, you know, between the entire team, there's so many good points here of history, so many good stories leading into even now for the Grand Final and then later on for M6.
And look at that gold lead now that Pal Domeng has got for himself. 600 up on Kelra. Demon Kite catches King Kong.
Oh, he's not going to catch him with the Spear of Alpha, though, but King Kong could be in trouble now. Soul Sever not going to be enough as he goes down. Again, Brusco going in with a kick. Mid lane, still the focus here. Super Prince holding on to the real-world manipulation. Domeng, where's he going for Kirk? There's the real-world manipulation from Super Prince on the defense, so they're able to disengage.
The hunter becomes the hunted. Suddenly, Fnatic onic doing evasive maneuvers. Kelra in trouble, working on that tier 1 up top. Not gonna get stopped. Super Prince at the flank.
Super Prince is there. They're gonna go for Renegade. Renegade quite low. Already getting that brilliance out too. Domeng might give this one a go. Trying to find Kelra, Edward, and UA joining the fight as well. But they don't have enough push on in. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, Demon Kite. King Kong gets payback as he picks up a kill on Demon Kite, and they'll pick up the tier 1 on the top side for Arora.
Cross-map feint by Fnatic onic Philippines. It does cost them a tier 1 up top, but a kill on Demon Kite, that's gotta mean something. Fnatic onic, so far, they don't look as dominant as they did all season long. It looks like now Arora have their number. It seems like Arora have figured out how to get into position first before Fnatic onic make a play for anything.
That's the thing, you cannot deny the amount of improvement that Arora has had as a team, the way they've adjusted just in the playoffs alone, right? I mean, let's be honest, people were doubting them in the regular season, and now they're going toe-to-toe with the team that had the best record for the regular season. They're holding it together. Looks like they're gonna go for the turtle. There it is. King Kong, though, he'll clean up the turtle, but the fight's gonna break out. King Kong gets taken out. The Spear of Demon Kite will be able to find a Super Prince, and they're still looking for more as Kirk in trouble, but they go in trying to turn the tide of the fight. They toss him over. Kelra's out too. It's a wipeout for Arora.
At the cost of just the turtle, Arora walk away with quite the bargain. I haven't seen Fnatic onic get wiped out like that in quite a while.
It's been a while. It's been a country minute, man, at this point.
I'd reckon longer. An Infinix instant replay here. Once again, started off strong, and I think just by the principle of being in position first and dropping your key spells before Fnatic onic can even respond. King Kong, dare I say, let loose. He got too focused on taking the turtle that the long term of that team fight, the outcome, the follow-through, became an afterthought. And that's very rare in Fnatic onic.
Yeah, he went for that turtle, and this is going back to the question earlier here. Domeng's online, man. He's so confident. He's so ready to fight in these battles. But whether that's around UA's box and even UA himself, I mean, talk about his performance throughout the playoffs and what he did even yesterday. He's doing the same thing here in Game 1.
He's just not online, Joseph. He's on lock.
He's unlocked.
He is cold, and he is a machine.
He's locked in.
2,000 gold now, Arora. I'd reckon a good 1,000 of that is on Domeng. Alone.
Yeah, it's got to be at this point. And between him and UA, probably.
Well, he's #1 gold earned. Look at it. It's him and DK. So DK's been getting beat up, right?
Yes.
But still, that doesn't stop him from farming up. The fact is he's taking his side of the farm while King Kong is taking his time. Look, King Kong's just about to take a orange buff and a small camp. Look at Aurora's map. Nothing.
Nothing. Nothing to take right now. And this Lord being up here, Leo, they're in a good position. Whoa, whoa! Renegade goes in with a pull! Utilizing the flicker, they're going to go back with a final slash. Fighting into the real world relation. Everybody getting knocked up into the air, though.
Oh, no.
Demon Kite already down. They're going to jump back on. King Kong gets a double.
Dear God.
Possibly looking for more.
No.
The fight was started by Renegade. Do they want him to get away? King Kong will start up the Lord after a big win for that fight.
And in just a flash, a 3-2 trade. Fnatic onic Philippines saying not so fast. Suddenly a conversion into a Lord, and now King Kong's gonna start stealing buffs. The beast has been unleashed. Here's the Infinix instant replay. How did that happen?
Renegade started that fight. He pulls him on in.
Blasted Brusco.
And then look at that final slash from Kirk. Really able, and then they get rid of the RWM.
That, Arora gets knocked up, everyone tastes a fistful of Sever.
Yeah.
And that's an HP-based damage, ladies and gentlemen. The more you lose out of that, the more it hits you. That's why King Kong suddenly got a double, triple out of nowhere.
It's a cone, too, so everybody all stacked up like that, that's just easy pickings for any Suyo.
Was that the hold or the I'd reckon it was the hold.
Had to be, again, that type of fight, Fnatic onic Philippines is going to feel good about it.
And because of that, King Kong now 1,500 up on Demon Kite. Next up on the to-do list for Fnatic onic, fix that whole Kelra Doming situation.
Yeah. At that point, though, I think they're happy enough with this slight swing. I mean, this Lord's going to be cleared up. You know, Arora will hold on to the base turrets, the shields, and everything else, but it shows that even when they were down, Fnatic onic Philippines is willing to go that fight.
Forgive me, my king, for speaking ill of you. It was not that you did not see through to the follow-up. It's just you were planning way ahead than my puny mind could consider. But, all right, forgive me if I can't let go of the situation. Renegade started the fight, right?
He did.
3 dudes died.
He did.
He didn't.
He did. Yeah, the Hitman got away. But, yeah, he called that. And you know, you can't even, when you look at that fight and it started up by Renegade like that, that's a good move. But unfortunately, a big part of the damage was lost when UA's real-world manipulation was no more.
Well, 4 out of 5 times, it's the best move.
Yeah.
It just so happened that the 1 out of 5, UA died, Doming wasn't ready to dance, and they got knocked up by the Lord.
Yeah.
And that was all for Fnatic onic to just take from. You were right, Joseph. It was all UA, it was all Doming, and you take those 2 out of the equation, Arora can't step toe-to-toe. At least with Fnatic onic, who is now in control. Up almost 2,000 gold, approaching the 12-minute mark. The next Lord spawning in the lower quarter, about 40 seconds from now, is enhanced. I'd reckon if Fnatic gets this, they're inside the base.
Yeah, they're going to be knocking on the base turrets for sure. You can kind of see, too, you know, getting a glimpse of the player cams, that Arora also probably kind of trying to reset after that. You know, trying to get mentally prepared for this next objective in about 20 seconds here. Looking at the items, though, there's a Divine Glaive picked up now by UA as well.
That, and the gap is closed between Doming and Kelra. So suddenly, this is just net gain for Fnatic onic.
Yeah.
It's just 1,500 across the board.
Across the board right now, too. You saw, even for Fnatic onic Philippines, they were able to pick up some key items. Malefic Roar here on King Kong, so if he gets another shot at a Soul Sever like that, or even the Queller, like, it's going to do enough poke damage towards Arora. You can see some of the pushing that King Kong's doing across the map right now, so the Lord up for grabs.
Quick tap on the Surge allows him to rotate faster than you can say Surge into the mid lane, clear that up, and get in position for the dance. Over the course of the past week, we've evolved from just shuffling into straight-on dancing.
I was going to say, we're back to the dance, right?
And you don't even need like a hero like Rafaela or Lolita or Estes to make this last. Like, teams are just getting better at controlling Lord's damage output.
It's definitely an evolution, I would say. You know, like, it's not the same old Lord dance anymore. It's a new tune.
It's a new era.
It is a new era
of MLBB, and these 2 teams right here putting on a showcase, a clinic for MLBB eSports that are not blink. Here we go.
Press it. Brusco goes in with a kick. King Kong will get the Lord. but they look like they still want to fight. Brusco could be in trouble, just sacrificing his body, but Renegade will go for the pull on King Kong. They're still trying to hold him at bay. He's able to escape for now. Kirk goes with a final slash to disengage. A good usage of the final slash from Kirk.
The young buck coming in clutch, saving what's left of his team as Fnatic Onyx still secures the Lord, but just by the skin of their teeth. Almost looked perfect, if you ask me, for Brusco's kick, but
yeah.
Arora's so fast on the punish, and you think Fnatic Onyx can do better to like get back on track and say, you know what, maybe we have to choose our targets. Maybe whoever Brusco kicks, Kirk, you hit with the final slash. A -1 here in the situation would be best. Look at this. Look at the collapse. Look at King Kong. Ooh.
He's going all the way around, looking to cut off.
They don't know. They don't know.
Domeng or someone. Final slash going to be used. King Kong waiting patiently. Domeng goes into the bush. Might be in trouble. King Kong will get away. Salmon Force going to be used already. Edward goes down, trying to disengage here for Aurora. Renegade still has an immortality. Takes a shot from the Queller from King Kong. Kelra goes down, though. Setups from Demon Kite comes forward. Brusco able to get away for now. Domeng might be on the hunt, looking for more. The trade, the 1 for 2. Again, King Kong with the Queller shot to keep Domeng at bay.
Final slash deterrent on cue by Kirk, the young buck, pushing back Aurora, giving Fnatic Onyx still a small victory. Again, 2 for the price of 1, but if it's the gold standard here,
yeah,
I'd still be a little skittish about that. I'm not too happy, but the map is blue, and that means the Sonics are still in control.
They're in control right now, holding on to a very small lead at that point. The items too, I mean, even for Kelra, you know, he's getting to where he needs to be. It's just, eventually these fights are going to break out into that push and pull, and we're already seeing a glimpse of it. The one thing that really stands out to me, though, for Fnatic Onyx Philippines lineup is how much options they have to either start the fight or disengage it. Like, they have so many things they can do where they can just stop Aurora from being overly aggressive and moving forward.
And that's what's explaining why that fight lasted the way it did. It was about a minute of push and pull and back, and I think as soon as Fnatic Onyx see that Domeng dropped his Salmon Force,
yeah,
that's half of the solution. The other half is the real manipulation, which caused that kill on Kelra. So if Aurora are able to hide the fact that maybe these ults aren't ready yet, or maybe we pop one early and then force FNAP to react a certain way,
yeah,
then they can get back on track.
The whole team fight dance.
Uh-oh.
Brusco using the conceal. It's going to be heard, going to be seen, so I don't think you get anything out of that.
10 seconds until another Lord spawns, lower quarter. Joseph, do you notice what ult Super Prince takes?
Yeah, right now he's taking Renegade's. He's got the I'm offended, right?
Something tells me that might not be the best.
I think he just wants to. Does he still have it? Gotta go. Okay, he does still have it. He's got the I'm offended. He's going with that.
Maybe that's one way to force some ults from Aurora. But I'm guessing they needed something that has a little bit more finishing power, a little bit more oomph, some instant gratification. So maybe find a way to get Edwards, get US.
He's going around the corner. There's the flicker in. They're going to be focusing on Kirk. Kirk's already out of the picture, and Brusco's going to be next. 2 down, but Super Prince on the backside already used it as well. Kelra popping out the damage on Yue. The Lord, it's going to go to King Kong. He's able to grab it and get killed. 4 down for Aurora, and a big objective for FNOP.
It was the right ult all along. A 2 for 4. Fnatic Onyx frontliners take the fall for the bigger picture, the greater good. And now Fnatic Onyx knocking in through their doors, mid and bottom.
Renegade in trouble. Immortality, but there's the Queller from King Kong again! And that's gonna be enough to cap out the game as Fnatic Onyx takes the first game in the series.
Never caught